just in case there's anything that kind of just stands out. I want to remember this when I get older. Just pretend like that's not there.
Yeah. All right.
Thank y'all. That was awesome. Did y'all want to interview me at all? Did y'all have anything y'all want to do? Y'all good?
Okay.
Cool. I know y'all have your. How long have y'all had your YouTube channel?
Sorry?
How long have you had the YouTube channel
It's
Brand
few
new?
months. Yeah, few months. Because we have another challenge in this YouTube channel. At the end of all video that we made, we try to finish with traditional clothes, with a dance with traditional clothes from the country.
Oh.
So we try to find traditional clothes, to put it on, dance with it, and after we give it back,
Ah, okay.
So now our challenge is to find traditional clothes from America. So that's why in Nashville we try to find something there.
Find like some, you probably want to get like a cowboy and cowgirl outfit.
Yeah.
Like country.
Yeah.
Y'all should go to if you can get there, it's called the, I think it's the Rock and Roll or Country Music Hall of Fame. I think it's the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Okay.
It's really cool, it's like a museum.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, I'm sure there's somebody there who will have on some country clothes, like a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
That's what most people think about when they think of America. They think we're all cowboys. That's what I've heard.
It's typical, yeah. That's cool.
Oh, you have to, I don't know what traditional clothes would be for here in America. How tall are you?
Sorry?
How tall are you?
1.8.
Oh, you gotta do it in, you know it in inches? I don't know the conversion.
Oh.
Y'all use metric,
Yeah.
1.8. I'm 6'2". 6 feet.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I know, isn't it funny?
I think you're taller than me.
A little bit taller?
Yeah,
Cool.
I think so. Maybe I'm between 5 and 6. I don't know.
Alright, so a big thing in America, one of the brands is Adidas.
Okay.
And people used to not as much, but there's this thing called B-Boys,
Yeah.
where it's like breakdancing.
Yeah.
So they'll wear like Adidas and like Adidas hat and like Adidas. I could give you mine, let you put it on.
Yeah.
And you gotta do like a little, you know how to hip hop dance? A little bit?
Not really.
I'll show you a video. You just kind of try it.
Okay.
And we'll get that. So you have like a little footage of something.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's like, in America, we have multiple different cultures.
Yeah.
It's a big melting pot. So you got country, you got rock and roll, you got hip hop culture. You got everything here. Latin, yeah.
For us, we dance Lindy Hop.
Indie hop?
Yeah, Lindy Hop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, we are beginners, but we had some classes last year.
Yeah.
All the videos that we are making, and we try to finish with a Lindy Hop dance.
A Lindy hop.
Yeah.
What is a Lindy hop?
No, it's a mix between rock and roll and Charleston.
Oh, like the Charleston?
Charleston and rock and roll. It's a mix.
Ah, okay. Nice. Never heard of it.
It's really cool.
Nice. I think, let me see how we're doing here. Oh, we're not that. Y'all want me to drop? I'm gonna take y'all like right to the heart of downtown Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be good. Yeah.
Let me find something.
For you, when did you start on this stuff? I mean, videos and interviews like that.
Oh man, I've been doing video for like 2 years. But like I was doing it on this app called Live Me that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
It's almost like Facebook Live, but they gamified it. It's like they monetized it.
Okay.
So people have to, if they like your broadcast,
Yeah.
Like, you know, on YouTube, like you can get paid if you get so many viewers, or but on Live Me, people buy like these different pictures, like avatar looking, like fake images.
Okay.
That like you can get a castle or a car, a Lamborghini, and people pay real money for it. Some people, like, some of the gifts are like worth $200, and then so you pay your money through PayPal and you buy coins, and then use the coins to buy gifts.
Okay.
And then the gifts, you send them to people. It's like when somebody gives me a gift, I get diamonds, and then I can convert those diamonds back into either coins or into like real money.
Okay.
And it takes like 40,000 diamonds to get $200.
Wow.
And so, yeah, like on there, I've never made. I used to spend money on there, but I don't do it now.
Okay.
But there are people on there that make money from it. Or like you can also, some people have contracts where they get paid by the company. The company is based out of like Hong Kong or something like that. The people that made the app. So anyway, you get paid to broadcast. I haven't reached that level yet.
Okay.
But anyways, there's way more to it, but it's almost like a game. So I've been doing that for like 2 years, and then I don't know. I got divorced in January. My wife divorced me, whatever. And so ever since then, that's why I wrote this book. Kind of, because I made a lot of money. I made like $80,000 a year. I don't know what that is equivalent. What kind of currency? I use the euro, right? Because y'all didn't do a Brexit.
No, not yet.
Not yet. So like, the euro is equivalent to a U.S. dollar, kind of. It fluctuates, but just imagine, like, what is the average salary in France?
France is
annual pay for the whole year.
Oh, for the whole year.
Yeah, in America we usually base it off of how much you make in an entire year.
Okay. So it's around.
Or hourly.
It's around 12,000.
12,000
euros. This is the minimum. Yeah, I mean
That's the minimum. Okay.
Base, you know.
If you're middle class?
Middle class. I think it's around. I think it's around. It's between 25 and 30,000 euro.
25. Okay. See, in America, if you're single, you could probably get away with making 20 to 30. But if you have a family, you need to at least make like 60,000.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like to get to cover, like insurance, your healthcare, and your
schools, maybe.
Insurance for your car. Like there's so many expenses here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Electricity, everything, housing.
We don't have any a global insurance for all of the things, like for the same insurance for cars, for your house, for your
The same who?
The same insurance.
Insurance?
Insurance. The same, like a package.
You can, like, alright, so it's separate here. So you have, for insurance, you have health insurance. It's by a whole different company manages that. You can go, and a lot of people, they get their insurance for their job.
Okay.
And your company, I think, pays a portion of it, and then you pay a premium, what they call a premium. So you have to pay like one individual might have to pay like $200 a month.
Oh, wow.
Or not, sometimes it can be like $200 like a paid period. Like $400, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like $400, like if I wanted insurance from my wife and I and my kids, it would have been like a house payment.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah.
I haven't had insurance since I was in high school. Yeah. My dad worked with Ford, Ford Motor Company, the car manufacturer, and they have really good benefits because they're a union.
Okay.
Like there's not a whole lot of union jobs here in America anymore, but he had one. So yeah, if you have a job that pays a lot, or you work for like a union, the benefits are, our company has a good benefit package. But if you're like an entrepreneur, like you work for yourself, or you don't make a whole lot of money, you're screwed. A lot of people, they get married just so that they can be married to somebody who has good benefits.
Yeah.
Like their spouse, or like one of the spouses, their whole paycheck might go toward paying for basic necessities like insurance.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is not normal for me.
Yeah, and then like, so like you were asking about insurance, so we have these, there's like big major corporations that have, there's like 3 or 4 of them, like big main ones that do health insurance.
Yeah.
And they'll do like your dental, your eye, vision, everything's separate. Like dental, vision, your body. It's so crazy. It's like jacked up, the whole healthcare system. And then we have insurance for like your car. So there's like Geico, Allstate, these big companies. Like for example, I just like a girl, somebody hit me with my car, the side of my car, like a week, 2 weeks ago, or a week ago. And her insurance company gave me like $2,000 because I told her my neck was a little sore. Which it was. And then and they gave, like, I could have got the money after going to see the chiropractor, the doctor, but I asked for it up front. So they gave me like $700 to go get my neck checked out. But I didn't necessarily have to go. They don't check to make sure you go. You don't have to actually. And then like for the car, since it's so, this is an old car, so like this is made in 1997. So it's so old. The insurance company, they come up with the value. They do this whole calculation, math calculation, determined based on like the value of it. They call, they totaled it out. So they gave me what the cost of repairing it would be, plus like they just hold this math thing. Anyway, they gave me like almost $1,300 for the car. If I wanted to go fix it, I fixed the whole right door. But it's old, huh? As long as it's drivable, that's all I care about. So like, so you got health, auto, and then you can bundle your insurance. You can't bundle your health, but you can bundle like your auto, your home. Like, so if somebody, if your house is like in a tornado or a fire, you can get homeowners insurance under the same company. Or renters, like if you rent an apartment, you can get it through the same. We insure everything here. Your boat. I don't know how insurance is over there.
You have to.
Insurance is big here. I'm trying to think what's the other one. There's another one. There's all kinds of insurance. So there's like cancer insurance. That's separate.
I think the insurance are leading the world. They are leading the world. I mean, all the business.
Yeah.
Because if you think, I think it doesn't exist a job or anything without an insurance.
Yeah.
So they are leading all the world, all the
everybody needs insurance. Yeah. And then what's crazy is like it's jacked up. It's screwed up because whenever something happens bad, then everybody's premium goes up. Like the cost keeps going up, or you can't get insured. Like if you get in too many accidents, eventually some insurance companies won't give you insurance. Or if they do, they make the price of it so high that you can't drive. It's the same thing in healthcare. It's why it's so jacked up. I knew a doctor when I was a banker. When I was a banker, I got to see what everybody made, especially when I became a business banker. I could see everybody's tax returns and what they made. And this doctor made like $350,000 a year. But a big reason that her salary is so high, that a lot of them have high salaries, is because they have to pay for malpractice insurance. So like if they do something to harm you and they get sued, because in America we have tons of lawyers, and people will sue you for anything. Like I could have sued the lady who hit me if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And told her, I could have lied and said like I was crippled or something like that.
Yeah.
Or that there's a cop. Good thing I'm going the speed limit. Yeah, you never want to get stopped by, especially a state trooper. Turn my lights on. We're good. But yeah, man, it's crazy here. Like, they have to. That's why healthcare is so high. Like, why does a doctor need to make? I mean, I get that they went to. That's another thing. They like a lot of them. They went to school for 10 years, and they have student loans. Like, I have almost $100,000 of student loan debt. Like, that's enough money to buy a house.
Yeah.
Like, between getting my bachelor's and because I didn't get I had scholarships, but I didn't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
And but nobody pays their student loans back here. Like, they have this thing called income-based repayment.
Yeah.
Like, if you got a loan through the government for your school, and you just send in your tax return every year and tell them how much you make.
Oh.
And if you make under a certain amount of money based on how many dependents you have, children, that's how they base what your loan payment is. So since I don't make that much, it's $0. And if I have, like, I think the program is like 25 years. So for a quarter of a century, a quarter of my life, right?
Yeah.
As long as I can show that I don't make a whole lot of money, after 25 years, it's wiped away. Like, I don't have to pay it back.
Okay.
But still, like, if I start making more, then I have to start paying more of it back.
Yeah. So it's really hard.
But you all have like free education options, or you can pay to go to like a private university, right?
It's not exactly free, but it's nothing if you compare with the US. For me, all my school, I mean my bachelor and master, I think for this all years, I had to pay around 6,000 euros. So for 5 years.
For all 5 years?
For 5 years.
Is that based on? Do you have to like submit a document saying how much your parents made or how much you make?
Yeah, you have to if you want to get the scholarship.
Yeah.
For me, my parents. I mean, I tried, but my parents were
made too much money.
Yeah, made too much money.
Yeah.
So no scholarship for me. So, but after they don't ask you again. So I said once that my parents were earning too much, and that's all. I don't need to do it again each year.
So is that the university you go to? Is it like was it like a government-funded university?
No, I mean,
like here in America, we have state universities that are funded by the states.
Yeah, in France
and by the federal government.
In France, it depends on the university. Some of them are like private,
yeah,
and some others get something from the government.
Is yours private when you go to?
No, it was a public.
Okay.
So
that's going to be cheaper. Now, does that cover your? Does that cover your tuition and like if you wanted to stay in like a dormitory?
Oh no, you have to pay more. It's independent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not common with. I mean, it's not linked with the university, so you have to pay for the accommodation, for the student accommodation.
Like for food and
for everything else.
Housing. Do they have university available like apartments that are?
No, at the university has just the local for the classes and also.
But there's no housing for.
No, nothing. You have to pay something. I mean, another company for that.
Is it pretty expensive?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But it's cheaper if you get further from the university, I'm guessing.
There's also like a scholarship program.
Yeah.
And so, like, if your parents don't earn enough money, then you can have free university.
Yeah.
And then there are also some houses, like some housing, which are very small apartments. You have like 9 square meters, and you share your kitchen and your bathroom and stuff.
Yeah.
And so you can have them for that is very cheapest compared to all the other apartments that you would have to pay if you didn't get like this scholarship.
Now, and these are not loans, right? They have to pay back. This is scholarships.
It's a scholarship, yeah. Like
You don't
have to pay anything back. Like,
And we're only 1 hour away.
Okay,
So-
cool.
All right, so here's how. I'm just use the F word. This is how fucked up America is, right? So here, even at like the state universities, like government-funded universities, unless you get a scholarship, whether it's through like some local people that are raise the scholarship, and they like there's a lot of scholarships out there. You have to go look for them, or like the university will have scholarships, but still the university a lot of times is so expensive. Like a lot of the schools I got accepted to, even the one I went to, it covered my tuition, but it didn't cover my room and board, like to stay on the dorms.
Yeah.
So I went to a state university, then went to a private university. I transferred schools.
Okay.
So anyway, like the first one, like when you're 18 or graduated high school, getting ready to go to college.
Yeah.
You fill out this thing they call like a FAFSA. It's like the general federal form everybody has to fill out. And usually when you're 18, you're still what they call a dependent of your parents. So they base what they call your award package or your financial aid based off of what your parents make. So it's kind of like, it's similar to you guys. Like, so if your parents make too much, they'll say, and all it does is say whether you will qualify for grants money or if you qualify for loans. So usually grant money is not that much from the government. It might be like enough to cover like one semester. I'm trying to think how much Truman was. I feel like Truman was like $6,000 one per semester. I gotta Google it again.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And that's one of the cheaper schools. Is a state school.
Wow.
I gotta Google it. I'm trying to. It's expensive though.
For me, it was 5 years, 6,000 euros.
Bradley,
5 years.
yeah, this was crazy. Bradley is like, I think it was like $20,000 per year. I think, yeah, I think it's like 20 grand per year. My master's degree was like, just based on the credit hours, like $200 per credit hour. $200 per credit hour.
Oh.
So like a 3 credit hour class would be like $600.
Yeah, wow.
It's expensive. It's expensive. So like if I showed you some real numbers, you'd be blown away. Like if you want to go to Harvard, it's like over $100,000, something crazy like that.
Yeah, wow.
Some schools are like $60,000 a year. So like yeah, your parent so they give you this award package.
Yeah.
And most young people in America, they get loans. So, and they have this 2 types. There's like unsubsidized and they have subsidized. All it means is like, because there's interest,
Yeah.
like credit, like the credit system, there's interest tied to each loan.
Okay.
Like the subsidized ones means that the government is like while you're in school and all, I think after you graduate, I have to Google this stuff even more, but like either way it works is like definitely while you're in school, it's not collecting interest.
Okay.
Yeah, even after you graduate, I feel like there's no interest collecting. But the other ones, what they call unsubsidized, that means there is interest collecting while you're in school and when you graduate.
Wow.
So like, there's people, like you might have like borrowed only like $20,000 for school, but if it had 6% interest or 5% interest, yeah, like people owe like almost like an additional $1,000 or $2,000 on top of that. Even more if you like borrowed up to $100,000. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I don't understand this kind of system for me, but it's very crazy.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
Everything is about money here.
Yeah.
If you don't have, it's like even like everything. When it comes down to even like the prison system here, they make money off of putting people in prison.
But all of these things cause the inequality
Yeah.
between people. And
Yeah, I started out as a criminal justice major.
yeah.
I was going so my goal originally was going to be a lawyer. I was going to be like a public defender.
Okay.
Which is like the state appointed attorney that people get. They can't afford a lawyer. And so, but I didn't do that well on my LSAT. It was like average.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I didn't get in. I only applied to 2 law schools here, like in Missouri and in Kansas.
Yeah.
But I didn't get in because they wanted me to take the LSAT again.
Oh.
It's like the test you have to take, like almost like the MCAT. I've heard the MCAT to get into medical school.
Okay.
In America, we call it the LSAT, the law test. It's a law test. It's really hard.
And you can do it only once? I mean, it's...
I took it twice,
Okay.
but I got the same score both times.
Oh, okay.
It was just average. My GPA was good, but like my LSAT wasn't high. Because, alright, so this was also fucked up about like education. So like with them, schools are like they rank each other.
Yeah.
So like the more you accept students in that have a higher like LSAT score,
Yeah.
they have to report that. And so they take the averages. Like that, my score was a 147.
Okay.
The average score at the university I applied to was like a 152, 153.
Okay.
So if they had accepted me in, it would have brought their averages down. It would have, and like, so when they rank themselves against like Harvard, Yale, like the top law schools, they have a lower ranking
Yeah.
because it would make their ranking lower. Like everything is about competition here.
Yeah.
Everything is competition and money based. So
I don't like it.
yeah, I mean there are things about it that are better than other parts of the world. I feel like. I mean, I haven't had a chance. I was born in Germany,
Okay.
but I was a baby, so I didn't get a chance to experience it. My dad was in the army
Okay.
before he worked at Ford.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all I know. But from what I see on TV, on some of the bad things that are going on in other parts of the world,
Yeah.
it could be a whole lot worse. I mean, there's bad things everywhere, but I don't know. I just wish, so like my book, it's like, it's poetry.
Okay.
And so it's like about, there's some poems in the beginning about just different things about yeah, like my personal like my very last poem is called Mein Kampf.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Hitler, the whole my struggle.
Yeah.
And it's just like my personal struggle of like I worked really hard to become a banker and like rise the corporate ladder and make $80,000, right? Make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I was miserable once I reached the top.
Yeah.
As a banker, I hated my job.
Oh yeah.
And so I quit and started to try to work for myself. Started a business out of my garage. And I love exactly what you are doing. Like, I would prefer that type of system to where everything is based on bartering. So if you have something that I need,
Yeah.
and then I have something that you need, whether it's my time or an actual product
Yeah.
that I produce. Like I used to, I knew how to refurbish printers. I know how to take them apart, put them back together.
Yeah.
So like if you needed me to fix your printer, I would do that, and in exchange you would like, I don't know if you're good at like, if I needed counseling,
Yeah.
you all would like give me an hour of counseling. Or whatever it is, you're good, like, or I need you to cut my grass.
Yeah.
Like that's what I feel like the world should be based on, not this, because capitalism it breeds a lot of almost like a piety or a where people think they're better than somebody else,
Yeah.
and it's all based on like what school you went to and what kind of job you have, what kind of status. Everything's based on status. And you say you look bad. You look at people that like if they see my car, they're like, oh, you're nobody. That kind of stuff. But my car doesn't. The good thing about this car was given to me by my uncle, who's a doctor. So I got it free, and I don't have a car payment I have to pay every month. I actually live in my car right now. Like, I live in this thing.
Oh.
Like, so that's the other part of my story. So a lot of people don't know this either. Like, so I went through after my divorce, and my wife and I separated. She stayed in the house we were in.
Yeah.
And I had nowhere to go. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of money because I wasn't working a regular job.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was depressed. And so I ended up, I have a buddy who had a farm. I lived on his farm for a while. But in America, there's like a very independent spirit, or self-sufficient. So, like, everyone's supposed to have their own car. Everyone's supposed to have their own house. Like, and work a job like 80 hours a week. Like, work till you die. Work 2-3 jobs to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, you're considered a bum. Or and so I don't know. Like, I didn't want to intrude on my buddy, so I only stayed there like a week.
Yeah.
And then I got like a storage unit. Like a storage unit where you can house your stuff.
Yeah.
It's like in America, I don't know if y'all have those there in France. We have these things called storage units. They're everywhere because we have too much shit.
Yeah.
So people have like their own house and filled with a bunch of shit, and then they have like a storage, like almost like a metal building that they rent, and they put all their stuff in there. So I would have got.
Common in France.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not. It's an American thing because we're a consumer society.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about. I literally I'm trying to be now like a the new thing here people are starting to get into is minimalism.
Yeah.
The whole sustainability. So like I just like got rid of somebody broke into my storage unit and they stole some things. And so I got rid of a bunch of stuff. I was like, fuck it. I said, forget it. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
And I got rid of a lot of stuff. And I dropped down to what I could fit in my car.
Alright.
Like everything I have in here is what I need.
Okay, yeah. Like us with our bag.
Yeah, eventually I would like to get to that point where all I need is a bag.
Yeah.
But right now, like I have sentiment, like I have a trumpet. Like I play trumpet.
Okay.
Like my basketball. Like you have things that you like. I don't know. So that are special to you. So it's hard to let go of that. But yeah, I lived out of my car. I stayed with my mom for a while. But eventually I decided just to like Charlotte, North Carolina is a very nice. It's like on the East Coast. And it has a really good economy and a lot of opportunities there. And it's a beautiful city. And I have family on the East Coast, like in Virginia. So I'm going out there to just start over and start a new life. So yeah, it's weird because I don't know. So one of the things I do to like for food, I usually just eat fast food because I don't have like a cooking. Or sometimes I go to the grocery store and make like a sandwich. But like for a shower, I have a gym membership. There's this gym called Anytime Fitness. They have like 300 locations, or so, like not 300, like 3,000 or something like that. They're in like 30 different countries. Like they're franchised. So and they have showers at every gym.
That's so cool.
So I go there. I pay like $40 a month, and I can work out and then shower whenever I need to. Like that's how I get around that. And
That's
then
cool.
outside of that, I usually like I take my car and I park it like at a hotel or somewhere that looks safe
Yeah, yeah,
and sleep.
yeah.
So, but yeah, man, it's hard living in America
Yeah, I can guess.
because you deal with not just the pressure of you don't just deal with the pressure of trying to survive. You also deal with the mental pressure of people thinking you're trash
Yeah,
if you decide to live this way, and you rebel against the capitalistic society
yeah,
and all the things that, like my mom constantly says, go get a job, but I want to be a writer.
yeah,
Like that's my long term. I want to write more books like this,
yeah,
and I don't necessarily want to get rich off of writing. I just want to make enough to survive off of, to like be able to have a house. That's all I want. Like that's all I need. I don't need a whole lot of extravagance.
yeah.
Like just to be able to survive, have healthcare, but it's a struggle.
Makes sense.
You're almost like in America. You're almost forced, unless you come from wealth, like your parents own a business.
Yeah,
You're forced to go work for somebody. Like almost like I call it like modern day slavery. Because that job, like I said, provides your health care
yeah,
and everything else you need. And if you don't have a job that pays enough, like you're screwed here. So you don't really have that option to just be and work for yourself.
yeah. I think the concept of time bank,
Yeah,
you will really like it.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, because it's really something good, and you can just have an account in this kind of things and try and start to do something for people, and
Yeah.
people will do something for you. Like,
That's kind of what I want my show to be like. So I will like film myself, because that's the number one struggle I've always had. I've always been good at a lot of things.
yeah,
Like I've always had a lot of interest. Like when I was coming out of high school, I thought I wanted to be a principal. One time I wanted to be a pilot.
yeah,
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a race car driver.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a lot. I used to play basketball.
Yeah.
I played trumpet.
yeah.
I can fix printers. I've been a banker. So like, and I can do sales and all that. So anyway, like, but in America, it's big on specialization,
yeah,
because the more specialized you are in one thing, typically you spend lots and lots of hours on it, so you're really good at it.
yeah,
Like a musician who plays, hey, I missed that song. I'll get it later. You're in Tennessee.
yeah.
Hey.
Cool.
So, but yeah, that person's gonna be better at it, right?
Yeah.
Versus somebody they call like the jack of all trades, but master of none. I've always been like good at a lot of stuff. So, alright, so like I wanted to do on this show, like on my YouTube channel,
Yeah,
and just things I post of just me like doing jobs for people.
yeah,
Like, so it allows me to like get exposed, have conversations with all different types of people, and just like enjoy doing all these different. Cause I've always hated the idea of just like doing one job for the rest of my life.
yeah,
I think that's so boring.
yeah. It is. Yeah.
I mean, the humans are so multifaceted and so complex.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid to make somebody work 30 years. Like my dad's worked at Ford for 25 years.
Yeah.
And my mom, she's a CPA, an accountant.
Okay.
And she works for the IRS, the government that collects taxes.
Oh, okay.
And like, I just think that's so boring. Like,
Yeah, it is.
actually dumbs people down after a while. They've done studies on like, almost like mouse studies, or like, the more you do a particular task over and over again, your brain like, or like if you compare a brain to somebody who does like a taxi driver.
Yeah.
A taxi driver, they constantly have to learn new streets.
Yeah.
And like if you wire their brain, like it's firing, like more parts of their brain are firing off, versus somebody who like on an assembly line has to do the same thing over and over again. So I don't know, I think, and most people you talk to, Americans, they're miserable. Like they hate their jobs.
Yeah.
Like
They do just because of money.
yes, they're like, I feel like we would have a better society if like the person that's taking, like, so say you got sick
Yeah.
and you needed a caregiver. I feel like we would live in a much better society if a loved one could be paid to take care of you, or somebody who actually loves taking care of people.
Yeah.
That way they're not, a lot of people that do that job, they call it CNAs or whatever, certified nurse assistants or something. They're like on the bottom, they're considered like the bottom level of, I think it's CNAs or something. Like they're like the bottom level of nurses.
Yeah.
And so like in America, they get paid the least, like teachers. Like compared to you guys, I think your teachers get paid a lot more.
Yeah.
Teachers here get paid like shit.
Yeah.
And so if people were motivated to do things that they actually wanted to do, I feel like the quality of our healthcare would be better, the quality of our education, quality of everything would be better. And people wouldn't be going around shooting each other. They wouldn't be all depressed. I don't know. That's my philosophy.
Yeah.
Like I think it would change the mental health system here in America, because like every day you look on the news and like somebody shot somebody.
Yeah.
Shootings, or somebody commits suicide, or. But yeah, man.
For me, what I think about money, especially. I think that if you think about money, how it works, it's like you go. I mean, you take your time, your own time to make money. So you try to get a job to make money, and with this money, you buy time for yourself. So it doesn't make sense, you know. You just
leisure time.
Yeah, leisure time. So you give you time to get money, and with that money, you pay for leisure time.
Yeah.
So for me, it doesn't. I mean, this equation, it's not good at all.
Yeah.
Like you can just give your time just for something that you really need. Like I give my time for food, I give my time for leisure directly, not convertir. C'est convertir, on dit comment? Convert my time to money, and the money to my time. You know, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't work. I mean, it's not logical at all. To do something like that.
Yeah, there's different people that like they're gurus, money gurus here, and they talk about like trading time for like, or the guy Robert Kiyosaki, he wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a good book here in America. It's called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And he just talks about the whole concept of like, you have business owners, or you have everybody else pretty much. Business owners and investors versus, so it's like the concept of making money while you sleep versus making money while you're awake. Like trading time for money. There's people, there's two types of people. People who trade time for money, and then there's people that have other people work for them, or they've learned to automate a system that makes them money.
Yeah.
So like a perfect example is like somebody who that wouldn't work. All right, so if I made an app, right? Yeah, I made an app, and the people who made this app that I was talking about, they once the app is built and it's established, or like somebody who built a business, who owns Walmart, the family that started Walmart and what it is today, the kids, the children of them, they don't have to work. Like they have a choice whether or not they want to go to work or not, or like be the CEO or the boss manager, but they don't have to go to work. Like they only go to work because they choose to.
Yeah.
They own a system to where they have other people working for them, or they built an app that money is still coming in, and at the most they might have to pay somebody to like fix the bugs and upgrade the app.
Yeah.
But they've created a system. Like if you own like property is like one of the biggest ways you can gain wealth here in America, because like especially like commercial property.
Yeah.
So like Walmart, they're smart. When Walmart, when they build a new location, they buy like the entire like a plot of land usually, and they'll put the Walmart here, and then there'll be like a restaurant, other stores, in all of those stores, the restaurant, everybody has to pay Walmart rent.
Yeah.
So they have, what in America we call that residual income.
Okay.
And that's actually taxed differently too. Our government doesn't treat it as income. Like, so when you trade time for money here, like every time, I'm trying to think, like to make money on the side, I do food deliveries for this app called DoorDash. Like, so I just go into the app and I go pick up the food for somebody and I take it to the person and get paid. So I get like a form at the end of the year that says how much I made, and then I have to tell, it goes to the government too, and I have to pay taxes on that based on how much money I made.
Yeah.
Or what tax bracket I'm in, right?
Yeah.
If I own property, right? Say I owned a house that you rent for me, and the rent that say you pay me $800 in rent every month, I don't treat that as taxable income. It's actually like part of a business.
Oh.
So it's treated differently in that I can count, and then I can count like all of my expenses, like if I had to put new windows in the place, or if I had to put a new roof on the building, it offsets all that cost. So a lot of times I won't have to pay any tax. There's ways you can get like loopholes, and so the wealthy know how to use the loopholes to their system to where they don't have to pay taxes here in America. Like, so I guess what I'm saying is like the hardest, all the middle class here in America and the poor people, they pay the most taxes.
Yeah.
Well, if you're really poor, you get you usually get a refund at the end of the year. Like, so you don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
The government gives you money at the end of the year.
Like a base or something.
Yeah, like it's you're paying into a system, but it's like there's all these different things that you get, and then you also get money for the number of kids you have. Each one gets like $1,000 per kid. It's crazy. It's a crazy system, but like even then, it's still not a like. All right, I guess what I'm all right. Our government incentivized people to be poor and never get wealthy.
Okay.
So like, all right, so say if it's so fucked up. So like, if you make under, like, so all right, we'll just use my family as an example. I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, and I was married. Once I started for food stamps, like if you want to get, they have this thing called food assistance, where the government gives you so much money based on your income and number of kids for food. Once you make like over a certain amount of money, like over like, I think it's like 50,000 or 40, I forgot the exact number, annually. Once you make over a certain amount, they cut you off. Okay. They don't give you any more food money, right? For healthcare, my wife would only get healthcare while she was pregnant. But once she was not pregnant, she has to like go get like apply for this special card. I could have applied for one too, but you have to make under a certain amount of money to get approved for that healthcare.
Yeah.
So, but there's no like in between. So most people live paycheck to paycheck, or they make just enough, right?
Yeah.
So like once you go over this certain number, you get cut off. So like there, you know what I'm saying? There's no incentive like to go once you but you need like to really have enough to pay for healthcare and food and all the expenses that come with living in America. Like you really have to make a lot of money. Like you have to make really like, for my size family, make like over $80,000 or whatever, or at least like 70,000. But like, so most people, it's so crazy. Most people, they on purpose never try to make more money. Like go get like a second or third job, or try to do something to improve themselves, to like go get more education so they can make more money.
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't do that because they know once they do that, they get cut off from the government benefits. It incentivizes people to be poor.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah. yeah, the government doesn't allow people to
gradually.
to graduate.
It's not enough of a safety net for the people in between. And most people are like one bad, like say you were in a bad car accident or you just got hurt. A lot of people end up having to go on disability, or like, and they get a payment from the government for disability.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like, or if you got cancer or got sick here, you're basically screwed. All it takes is like, because a lot of people get loaded down with medical bills, and it causes them to like go into bankruptcy. Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Have y'all heard of James Baldwin,
no.
the writer?
No.
So he was around in the 60s, 70s.
Okay.
And he felt like he was going crazy in America, and being a black man, and he was gay as well.
Oh.
He was and so he went to France.
Okay.
He went over there to write, to escape from America.
Yeah.
He's a famous American writer, but when he went to France,
Okay.
and he writes a lot about this stuff.
What is his name?
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin.
Baldal. Like bald,
Yeah.
and then win. W-I-N. James. Yeah. I like to read a lot of his poetry.
Okay.
So like, yeah, as an American, if you're, you can work hard, and it's more about like who you know versus like what you know.
Yeah.
So if you know the right people, they can help you get a good job or get opportunities to make more money and climb up. But that's not the way for everybody. So it's much more difficult if you are darker skins. You got multiple things coming at you.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but it's going to be harder.
Did you think about going somewhere else out of America, in the US?
I would like to,
Yeah.
but it's going to cost money to like I want to go to Germany to go see where I was born,
Yeah.
and then I would love to go to France. But it's like my mom and her husband, or my stepdad, they went to Hawaii,
Okay. Wow.
and it was like, my mom said the whole trip was like $10,000. I think the plane tickets alone were like $2,000.
Yeah.
Like everything costs money.
Yeah. But if you come to France one day, you are more than welcome in our house. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you guys' phone numbers or whatever.
Yeah, I would like to keep in touch with you.
Yeah. I would love that. Cause it's I've always wanted to go. That's like one on my bucket list. Places I want to go to: France, Germany. But for now, like ultimately, my goal is to start my life over in Charlotte,
Yep.
and then at some point I want to like get my kids during the summers. I have a house to have them come stay with me during the summer.
Okay.
Like I wanna homeschool them.
Okay.
Ideally, like by the time they get to like high school, I would like to hopefully I can convince my wife to let them all stay with me. That's why another reason why I started writing, because writing, when you write a book and you write more books, you can get paid,
Okay. Yeah.
and you don't have to like go to a regular 9 to 5.
Okay.
People will buy your books, and or I can buy more copies and sell them on the street to people.
Yeah.
And then like I don't have to, because all right, so in in America, a big thing is a lot of people have to, since they have to go work regular jobs, or just 2 or 3 jobs, they don't have time to spend with their kids. Or like their kids are in school like all day.
Yeah.
And so anyway, like, I would rather actually homeschool my kids and like teach them things, like let them work, like have like a farm, and let them work, like learn like sustainable, like what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Versus like go to, because school in America especially really only trains you to go work for somebody. It prepares you to like, it's all set up in such a way for you to go have a boss. Like they tell you, you know, sit down, stand up, when to go to lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like everything is built so that you go work in like a cubicle. And I think that's so, like, that's not how life should be. So yeah, that's my goal. Then that's not, like, that's the biggest reason why I'm writing, is because I want to be able to travel and not have to like go ask my boss like when I can take off. Like in America, you only get like, most people, like a lot, like the last job I had no vacation.
Wow.
But that it was because it was a non-profit, so like you could, after a year of working there, you could like start earning like a week of vacation. But the average American at their job, when they start out, they only get like, they only have like 2 weeks of vacation. Like for the whole year. Versus you guys have like at least like what, 6 weeks or something like that?
Yeah. It's 5, 6 weeks.
Yeah. I thought, like, I used to study all that stuff. Like I started to study a lot of comparative politics.
Yeah.
So we would watch like parliamentary question time, and like I studied like the political structures of other parts of the world. And I just thought that was cool as hell. Like, very, like, yeah. Just because y'all have an older system of like, the unions were much tougher, and they fought to have the rights the way they are now. But here in America, they used a lot of propaganda to bust up the unions and demonize the unions and make them look bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, until this day, they still use a lot of propaganda. Or say you're a socialist or a commie or whatever. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I always loved the European model.
What do you think about the Trump government?
Trump?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh man, it's crazy, man. Like, so, I don't know how to even describe it. Just, either way, it doesn't matter. In America, it doesn't really matter who the fuck is the president, because we have a 2-party system, and both parties say one thing on the outside to win people's votes, but at the end of the day, they're all serving corporations. So you're only, like, when people vote, you're only voting for corporations, because they have lobbyists. So say I'm healthcare is a big one. So when that whole Obama was trying to pass Obamacare before Trump became president, so that everyone will have some, he was trying to push for eventually like free healthcare for everybody that made under so much money. But they kept, lobbyists get a hold of it, so a bill will get passed, and they'll say, all right, free healthcare for everybody. And then all these lobbyists come in like, oh no, let's change this, let's change that. Or the healthcare people come in like, no, this is gonna cause, we still wanna make money off of this. Like, it all comes back to money. So like, yeah, Trump is an asshole. He like says a lot of dumb stuff that is just dumb. And so like, but at the end of the day, like, he's no better than what Hillary would have been. Like, Hillary would have done some things and changed some things maybe socially for like, for gay rights and for just in a more progressive way. But at the end of the day, it would have been more of the same. like this corruption
Yeah.
and just, I mean, corruption's everywhere. There's corruption even. I don't